This week, we are also going to be focusing on eliminating sugars. Now, our main purpose here is to regulate blood sugar and insulin levels. And if you recall from our very first introductory video to this program, is sugars, an abundance of sugar and sugar spikes are the reason that we're in the current situation that we're in with either excess weight, prediabetes, or high blood pressure. That's our purpose. And we're trying to reset our entire system. So it makes sense that we do have to cut off sugars for a certain period in order to reset our system. Now, interestingly, eating more sugar makes you crave more sugar. Sugar actually suppresses a hormone called leptin. And leptin is the hormone that signals to your brain that you're full. It's the I'm full hormone. Imagine that. As you're eating sugar, leptin is suppressed. And so you're going to naturally eat more because those signals are being disturbed. At day 21, you actually recalibrate your brain from sugar and your palate actually changes. What happens here is your tongue starts picking up the taste and flavors in foods that previously you weren't able to tell. So vegetables may start tasting much better. This is actually a theory for kids who eat a lot of sugar and they don't like vegetables. So if they were weaned also off of sugars, they may like vegetables more. To the point that you may even find it challenging to go back to some sugars. I find this the case. Years ago, I used to drink a lot of sodas, Coke, Pepsi. I was a big Coke and Pepsi drinker. And over the years, I've stopped it. And now I have zero emotional attachment and zero physiological attachment. I'm actually nauseated by even thinking about it. That's with Coke and Pepsi. However, I still have that with other things. For example, a few days ago, I ate a chocolate cake and I couldn't finish it. I just ate 1 or 2 bites and I just felt a little bit nauseated because I hadn't eaten sugars in a while. You'll find that there is significant benefit in this. So what kind of sugars? All kinds of sugars. So the unhealthy sugars like white and brown sugar, but also the healthy sugars. And I say sugars because we mean anything sweet. So this could include the healthy ones like honey, maple syrup, agave, stevia, monk fruit, etc., etc., etc. If you have to ask, then you can't consume it. In addition to these sugars, we also mean fruits. So any sort of sweets, bananas, apples, pears, any other thing. Now, there is one exception throughout this entire program that you can eat, which is having a maximum of 1/2 cup of one of the following. So either blueberries or cherries, raspberries or blackberries. And that's the only exception throughout this entire program of sweets that you can have. But besides that, nothing else. Battling sugar cravings. You're going to have that initial cravings. So how do you battle this? First of all, you're going to want to increase your water consumption. You're going to add a pinch of salt for the electrolytes. It's going to help hydrate you because when you stop sugar, then your cells release a lot of fluids and you can get internally dehydrated. You're going to want to drink a tall glass of water with 1 tablespoon of vinegar right before a meal. And this is going to stabilize your sugar absorption in the blood. Make sure to either drink it with a straw or make sure you brush your teeth after that meal because the vinegar is going to disintegrate the enamel on your teeth. So if you don't brush your teeth afterwards and get it off, then that could be an issue. Sugar craving foods that will help you battle the sugar cravings: yogurt, almonds, peanut butter, cinnamon, and water. Eat that, drink water, and wait about 30 minutes. Your cravings are going to be significantly suppressed or maybe even gone. Now, the question is, why are you having sugar cravings? So there's this physical reason and a mental reason. The physical response of sugar cravings is that you've stopped sugar. You've stopped something that gives your body immediate blood glucose rise. If you watch the very first video that explains the entire program, we go into physiology of what's happening with glucose and insulin. But what's happening at this particular moment of sugar cravings is that there's a relative deprivation of glucose intracellularly inside the cells. Even though in the blood vessels, there's a significant amount of glucose. Your body is triggered that there's a relative deprivation of blood glucose, and your body gives your sugar cravings or something that it could be sweet, it could be very high in carbs to get yourself more glucose in the blood. But that's not the problem. The problem is not that. You have significant amount of blood glucose. They're significantly high, but that's not the problem. The problem is that the insulin receptors are significantly resistant. There's some level of insulin resistance. And so your body's not able to pull all that glucose inside the cell and utilize it. And that's the whole purpose of this entire program, is to reset this system here. There's also a mental response. So you should use this, having sugar cravings as a means for introspection. Sugar cravings are often a proxy for a state of mind, such as stress or anxiety, depression, or even boredom. And so you should take the moment to journal it, seeing what are you feeling, why are you feeling it, what is it connected to? Is it the kids? Is it my work? Is it this project? Is it this person? And so it's an opportunity for us, for you, to really analyze the situation and what's happening. So you got to differentiate, is it hunger or is it an emotional craving? Will vegetables suffice? Would those satisfy me? Would they remove the craving? And if not, then it's probably some sort of an emotional hunger. So eat some of these sugar craving foods, as mentioned from before. Wait 20, 30 minutes. The cravings won't be as intense, and you'll be able to further track down what is it that was triggering you with the sugar cravings. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.